Alright, so when we left off last time, you guys had just defeated some undead in the swamp on the way to track down the lizard people. Uh, you guys have this tracker named the Old Wolf. I think he was somewhat useful in battle. He hit a guy like one time. Um, Other than that, he's just kind of an old gray-haired guy. He probably was a great adventurer at one point, but he's not now. So I am assuming, and feel free to correct me, that you guys are going to want to keep tracking towards wherever the lizardmen would be, so that you can find Boris. Correct.
Sounds about right.
Yep, works for me.
There wasn't anything on the ghoul or whatever it was we fought, was there? Did we bother searching him?
No, nothing on the ghoul. I'll reward you some like treasure for all the stuff, like here at the end of this adventure.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense for stuff like ghouls to have treasure, so I just take it and like throw it in at the end of something big, basically.
You mean they don't carry gold?
Often have artifacts too. Damn ghouls stealing the artifacts from everybody.
Oh, that ghoul may have had a lot of gold. I think he was on his Victoria's Secret.
Well, how about this? After you guys kill the ghouls, Horse will come through and he'll pick up all the treasure and he'll have it cleaned and sorted out, cataloged for you as soon as you get back to camp.
All right. Horse
Fitting
has
in
another
his
wondrous
motif
power.
of being amazing.
Alright, so are you guys going to try and move stealthily through the swamp? That's sort of you had an encounter last time, but that's likely to happen again. If you ask him how much longer it's going to take, he's going to say about another day to go through, unless you just go through really quickly. So you can tromp through, or you can try and move stealthily. It's your call.
I could try to be stealthy. That'd be comic in the armor I'm wearing, but
I'll leave that up to you two guys.
it wouldn't hurt to try to be stealthy, and if we failed, we could always resort to plan A.
What is plan A?
Smite them.
I like Plan A.
Alright, go ahead and roll some stealth rolls, all of you. I know a lot of you guys aren't actually trained, so we'll see how well you guys do as a group.
Well, I know in my armor I've got disadvantage on it, so...
Mail gives you disadvantage for stealth.
Yep, that's one of the bitches of wearing scale mail. It doesn't slow you down, really, but you get disadvantage for stealth. I rolled a 4.
Sorry, woman voices in my head.
By the way, what was our XP total? 65 what?
You're at 6750 now. The total awarded was 900, 3,000, 4,050. And that's for like all the 2 sessions already. Give me just 1 second. Just getting some stuff pulled up. Alright, several hours after the last encounter, getting towards the end of the day, you guys start getting weary. At that time, your halfling priest, not feeling exactly at home in his body since he, well, wasn't a halfling until like a day ago, uh, winds up running into a large rock with his scale mail. The sound of it basically resonates for miles around. You hear birds fly up from the swamp, and just then you know something bad is about to happen. All around you from the ground start crawling out skeletons. They rise from the ground, and you're expecting some human-sized skeletons to deal with. Unfortunately, as they keep coming out of the ground, they keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You're not really sure what kind of creature this was, but they definitely weren't human. There's quite a few of them. They're actually completely surrounding you at this point. You guys should still have control of your characters, so go ahead and like reset your numbers and stuff, and then we'll roll initiative. And yes, I am a lazy dungeon master. I took the same map, but I made it much bigger, as you can see.
Don't think there's much resetting I need to have unless somebody wanted me to heal them. Between now and then, I guess we couldn't because we were being stealthy, though.
You could have stopped to heal people. Isn't there the short rest? How much do you gain during a short rest? I'm just going to assume you guys took one of those after the encounter.
Well, since we leveled up, I would assume we go back to full.
You guys can roll initiative.
I'm trying, but it's not working for some reason.
Well, Evan tried, but kind of failed at it.
Womp womp.
Short rest is kind of tricky because what you do is you can choose hit dice to roll up to the maximum number you get, and you roll them plus your Constitution modifier, and whatever you roll is how many hit points you restore. When you do a long rest, you restore up to half of the hit dice that you have available to heal with.
Alright, Kieran, you're tied with one of these creatures, but we're going to say that you're definitely faster, so you can go first.
Alright. I'm going to move back beside the dwarf. And the one I pinged is going to get hit with a magic missile.
I haven't looked. I am assuming it is still insta-hit, right?
Yeah. Alright, 11 damage.
It doesn't look like it did an immense amount to him. These look like they are fairly dangerous creatures. Alright, next this one gets to go. He is going to charge your guide. And he's actually going to miss with the charge. So he turns around and he grabs a longsword and swings at this one.
What's that background noise you have?
Does it sound like humming?
Yeah, that or a small engine.
It's Marissa's graphics card. It's older. It's like a GTX 650, 660, something like that. I need to get her a new one that's not like as loud. Let me turn down my mic a little bit. And he actually manages to miss the skeleton. The skeleton's going to forward and attack. Did you guys see how it almost went off for a second? Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Well, so this giant skeleton runs up out of nowhere. I think what happened is you actually saw the ones behind you, but you did not see this one. So it came up behind you. You turned around at the last minute, and it gored you with a massive arm, almost knocking your head off. You just moved at the last minute. You took a massive 32 points of damage there.
Yeah, ouch.
Are you still up?
I had 38 hit points. Had.
You did heal up though from the rest, right?
Yeah, I burnt 2 of my hit dice and got to full hit points.
Alright, this one's gonna run up and try and attack Scott. Does 17 hit?
Negative.
They actually have reach, so he's gonna stay over here. And he hits you for 14.
Okay, I'm going to use my uncanny dodge for my reaction to half that to 7.
Alright. Alright, Cathan, what do you got?
Besides more pain,
You took your size modifier into account, right? I guess it was a nat 20, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, it doesn't mean squat. Well, it kind of ruins the plans I did have. I was going to cast protection from evil on our tracker to make sure he doesn't die, but I've got to worry about myself first. I guess I'll try to th- thump the one that's in front of me.
And that definitely hits.
Yeah, that's not good.
Alright, so bludgeoning damage against it is doubled, so you'll at least do 8. Alright, Foreman?
Okay. So, since me moving out of melee range of these would generate an attack of opportunity, correct?
It would, unless you do a full disengage.
Do we still have 5-foot freeze?
I think that still exists, yeah.
Okay, well. I'm going to attack this one then. Since he managed to wallop the cleric pretty good.
So far, the cleric has been pretty unlucky.
You gonna use both attacks?
It's actually going to use one of my maneuvers for my second attack. Well, actually, before I do that, how long do temporary hit points last?
What's like the ability that gives it?
It's under maneuvers in the fighter section. It's rally. It says on your turn you can use a bonus action, expend one superiority die to bolster the resolve of one of your companions. When you do so, choose a friendly creature who can see or hear you. That creature gains temporary hit points equal to the superiority die roll plus your charisma modifier.
I'm looking it up now. I'm sure Jeremy will beat me to it.
Unless a feature that grants you temporary hit points has a duration, they last until they are depleted or you finish a long rest.
Alright, thank you.
No problem.
Oh, so that was your attack. Sorry, yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh, okay.
Alright, this one's going to try and attack your guide again.
Okay, well, I haven't done the temporary hit points yet.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, so I'll shout to the cleric, "Don't you die on me again!"
Nice.
Gives you a little breathing room.
Wow, you just did 28 bludgeoning damage to that thing?
Yeah, because bludgeoning is all doubled.
Nice.
Alright, so he misses again. Alright, Kieran.
Well, I'm tired of seeing our cleric get picked on too, so I'm gonna use my free disengage, and I'm going to move to the other side of Cthon. And I'm going to attack the one that just about instigated him.
So do you get sneak attack damage since he's in combat with somebody else, or how does that work?
Yes. Yeah, if they're within like 5 or 10 feet of one of my allies, I get the sneak attack damage. I believe it's also considered as advantage too.
Alright, destroy him. And you still hit. So what is the total there?
34 total. But his piercing against skeletons usually doesn't work all that well.
Actually, it doesn't say that they have like any sort of immunity to piercing. It actually just says that they take extra from bludgeoning, so I guess they changed that.
Oh, sweet.
So you basically take your rapiers, you slice him through a couple of times, cutting his spine where it's no longer able to hold together, and he falls down dead again.
I don't want to see what you come back as this time, Cthon.
Alright, this one makes an attack on Arkor. And 21 hits, correct?
Yep.
– 11 damage.
Okay.
This guy's unstoppable. He cannot be hit. Alright.
Alright.
Cthon. I intended for him to be dead now. I was pretty sure he'd be like easy pickings, but this guy's gonna wind up being a main character. Just watch. He's like Horse's long lost father.
Alright. I'm going to cast one of my spells because I got pretty badly beat up in this fight. Basically, a 15-foot aura surrounding me. With the exception of our party, anybody that enters this area, their speed is halved, and any creature that enters the first time it enters this area or starts its turn there, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw. I'm calling for the spirits of above to protect us from these foul creatures.
So it slows them, and what else happens?
They need to make a wisdom saving throw either the first time they enter the area or if they are already in the area.
What's the downside? Is it to not be slowed or something else?
On a failed save, they take 3d8 radiant damage.
Only the first time, or does that like continuing?
I think it's only a one-time thing. That's why I was trying to catch as many of them in there already as possible.
Okay, and how long does this guy last?
This spell is concentration up to 10 minutes. So, as long as I don't cast any other spells that require concentration, I can keep this one going. So, pretty much the duration of this combat.
Okay, sounds good. So this guy's already in it. You said a 15-foot?
Yeah, pretty much, except for the one way over here on the left, all of them are in it.
Ah, okay. What was the target?
$15.
Alright, so these two are going to take 3d8. You want to roll the damage?
Already on it.
Do you want to reroll for the next one, or you want to keep that?
Oh, do I need to roll for different numbers for both of them? I thought this was an area spell. I just kind of rolled once.
Ah, it's up to you. I'll let you make that call.
For now, let's just roll once so we can speed it up.
Alright, full run.
Alright, which ones were affected by that?
These two were. The third one looks like it was able to resist.
Okay, I'm going to move 5 feet over to the left and then attack this one.
Alright. That definitely hits. And this one, you basically just slam your weapon into his head. His head cracks. For a second, it looks like he's going to fight back, but then the rest of him basically crumbles right in front of you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna swing around and attack the other one next to me. If it will let me roll.
Close your character sheet and open it back up. It'll work.
Alright, he's significantly hurt, but still up.
Smashing through the skellies.
This guy's unstoppable. Alright, he still missed this guy.
He just entered the area. He needs a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, good point. Alright, so he'll take 17.
Yep. I don't suppose they're affected by radiant damage any differently because they're undead.
I didn't actually hear your whisper, Evan. Try again.
That wasn't me. Oh, maybe it was. Sorry, I think I hit the delete key, which I have bound to my whisper. Disregard.
Alright, now he gets hit.
Wait, I thought I went before the skeleton.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, go ahead and go first.
Alright, I'm gonna move up there next to Old Man and attack that skeleton.
Alright. Amazingly enough, both of those hit.
Alright, the second one was critical.
Oh, was it a 20?
I think so.
Thought it has the green box if it's a maximum roll.
I didn't think it was a 20. Oh, technically I can wait for the replay to come up on roll 20. I got it on the iPad now. Oh, I think it's already past it. Yeah, what the hell. Just call it a critical. That's fine. Alright, so...
35. Unless I roll a sneak attack again, too. That would be totally broken. But do you? That's a good question. On a critical hit, do I get the sneak attack doubled or just the weapon damage?
I don't think you do. Oh, this one decides to attack you. He gets a little confused though. I guess you're moving really quick, so he decides to like run over here, and then he realizes that he went past you. He turns around really quick, comes back into this area, and he takes another 17 points of damage. And when he does, it basically vaporizes him, killing himself.
What?
That's amazing.
I'll take it. Yeah, nice.
Alright, this one decides that the big dwarf is probably a bigger threat. He attacks Evan. And misses. Alright, Cathan.
Actually, no. I'm going to take a move action to pull out my crossbow, and I'm going to shoot.
Not going into YOLO mode, huh?
Considering the last time I got into melee, I just got raffle stomped. I think I'll fight smarter, not harder.
That's gonna miss. Alright, full range.
Figures.
Alright, I like where I am right now, so I'm just gonna thwack a couple times at the skeleton in front of me.
Hit and hit. Actually, I think your first hit might pulverize him, but in anger over seeing your priest hurt so much, you just go ahead and start beating it into the ground, Office Space style. Alright, the one left. He looks around, his buddy just was disintegrated, this guy was just smashed, but he's pretty much a mindless skeleton. So, he's gonna go full attack against this guy yet again. And misses. Alright, Kieran.
Alright, there's only one thing to do.
That's definitely a hit.
32.
And we'll go ahead and say that this one is chopped apart also. After that, the old wolf puts back his sword, kind of stretches back and says, "Ah, the old joints don't like to fight like they used to. If you don't mind, young ones, I'd like to rest for the night."
It's not a bad idea.
Probably wise.
So we're seeing a lot of undead, but what we're not seeing is any lizardmen. Are you sure we're in the right place, old man?
He looks at you and then is kind of angry. "Boy, I've been in this swamp my entire life. The lizard men are here. It just happens to be haunted. Did we not talk about this before we came in here? Isn't this why we left your friends behind?"
Would have thought we would have seen some trace of them.
"We'll be there by midday. Don't you worry. I've only gotten lost twice in my entire tracking career, both within the last few months."
Let's just hope this isn't number 3.
Is anyone else injured?
Yeah, but a full night's rest will take me back to next.
Yeah, so I'm sure you'll heal him up, but it's full night's rest. Everybody is spick and span by tomorrow.
Well, I had to throw a spell down before I had a chance. Or do we heal on a full rest? Full night's rest?
Yeah, let's say you heal all the way up on a full night's rest. We looked that up last week, remember?
Damn, that's nice.
Alright, so we'll say that you guys take your normal precautions for things like watch and stuff for the night, and it is completely uneventful. The next day you guys get up, start proceeding south again. You actually, Evan, do finally start seeing some patrols of lizardmen, but you're able to get around them. Approximately midday, you guys realize that you're getting close to the entrance of a cave. If you skinned your scout ahead to take a look, you see that there are several groups of lizardmen, some of them more armed than others, and a couple of others who have things like bones around their necks, that sort of thing. I think it's fairly easy to determine that they're probably some type of shaman. This cave is a natural cave going into the ground, and you guys have approached it so that you completely have surprise and you guys can plan out this encounter.
How many warriors and how many shaman?
I think I moved you guys. Have you not gone to the new... Yeah, you guys should be there. Oh, let me point them out. Okay. So these smaller ones are the normal warriors. These purple ones would be the shamans. And then there's also some larger warriors.
I haven't moved to the new map. Is anybody else?
My token isn't there, but I can see it.
Yeah, everybody should be looking at the new map. You can't see it, Jeremy?
No.
Let me move everyone off and back on. If it doesn't work now, you might want to reload the client. Are you guys thinking about how you want to approach this? And I'll be right back.
Well, what do you think, guys? Crossbow bolts from the brush again, or do you want me to charge in with you? Or what do you guys think?
I'm in favor of some archery. That's a lot of lizard folk.
I think we should try to find some way to distract at least some of them, or try to get some of them to peel off anyways. Something like, cause some noises or some magic off to the side, so some of them go to investigate, so we don't have to face the full brunt of the assault when we finally reveal ourselves. Assuming we're charging in and not trying to find a way to sneak into the cave completely undetected.
You know, I can do that minor illusion to create like a voice of someone yelling help off in the distance.
I think I can use thaumaturgy to support that, like snap a twig at a distance or something. Let me look it up. It's somewhat like Mage Hand, but it's not completely. Its range is only 30 feet, but
I'm gonna use the minor illusion again, like I did with at the temple, and see if any of them run off to go capture whatever's out there. But I think whatever we do, we need to take the shamans out.
Say a sneak crossbow bolt volley would probably handle that pretty well.
All right, I'll do the illusion, and then I'll do some crossbolt action at the shamans, and then depending on what runs off, you two guys run up and handle the meleeers.
Alright, sounds good to me. We also have the other guy, the ranger guy, who can help out with the ranged.
Alright, so what's the illusion exactly going to be?
All right, the illusion. You know how I tricked the guys in the temple with Borsk's voice? With my minor illusion, I'm gonna throw like a feminine voice off to the west, yelling for help.
Like a human voice?
Yes, yes, like a human voice. You know, help, help! I'm lost. I don't know where I am. Lost my horse in the swamp. Can anyone hear me? Try to draw some of the lizardmen away for like some easy prey. No one set up in those bushes. I just pinged and do some crossbow stuff.
You guys are all out. Go ahead and move to where you want to start them from.
Can't move my token.
What about now?
Nope.
Alright, you should be able to now. It's weird that we can do it by your character name.
Those are the guys going off towards the sound.
Yep. One of the large guys calls over two of the smaller guys, and they start moving this way. The bad news is that this shaman is turning around to head to the cave. It looks like he might be getting ready to shout if there's something going on.
Okay, well that's east. I threw it off west.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. Now they're close to me.
I thought you were going to try and pick him off.
No, I want to try to take them out of the battle so we can kill the other ones without the extras.
How long are you going to wait for them to walk off?
I don't know. Shouldn't take too long. Maybe a minute. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Minute sounds about right.
We got that other one going back to the cave, though.
He shouts. You hear a little bit of shouting coming from the cave. After about the minute passes, he starts walking back.
I don't think I'm assigned control of my token because it won't let me roll initiative. I can move it, but when I rolled initiative, it didn't let me roll it. Oh wait, never mind. I need to select it.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm gonna say you guys don't have a surprise round. Let's go ahead and say you guys have advantage because they have an idea that something's going on, but they're going to be taken off guard a little bit. So you guys are going to have advantage on, let's say, your first roll for all of you this round.
All right.
All right, Kieran, you're first.
The one I just pinged, he's going to get the crossbow.
And it's going to hit those guys. Was it this one, the one on the right?
$23 points of damage to the one on the left.
Was that sneak attack?
Yeah.
Brutal, sir.
Alright, this guy knows that it came from over here, and he points over to there and starts yelling. He can't get there completely that round, so he's going to move that far. This one is going to look around for any other threats. And do you guys want to roll untrained stealth to see if you're hidden? Alright, well, he definitely spots you guys. He yells that there's, well, he yells something to the other guys and then runs over here to attack Evan. He attacks with two weapons. Does a 16 hit?
Nope.
Okay, he misses twice. Alright, Kathon.
Crossbow to the one that Scott didn't impale.
We're talking about the shaman, right?
Yeah, the other shaman.
It's a, well, a hit, because you got advantage.
Wah, wah, wah. this point, I'm just going to pull out my mace for my move action because this is not working.
Forward.
Okay, so since they've already spotted us, there's no point in continuing this sneaky nonsense, so let's get with the bashing. And I'm going to attack that one.
All right. Definite hit. Oh, that was a crit, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess depending on which number you're looking at.
What was the 20 was what was rolled, right?
Yeah. Okay, alright. I am also going to... Hold on. Okay, I'm going to use a sweeping attack to hit both creatures. So I think I could do that after declaring a hit. It says in the manual, says when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to attempt to damage another creature with the same attack. Choose another creature within 5 feet of the original target within your reach. If the original attack roll would hit the second creature, it takes damage equal to the number you roll on your superiority die. So let's roll for damage on the first one.
So does it take the same attack roll? Like you get the crit on both of them?
I don't know. It doesn't say to roll another attack roll.
I'm guessing it's the same then.
Okay.
And don't you need to roll your damage again for the crit? Because you rolled twice then.
That was only the first attack, though.
Yeah, but you only rolled your damage once on that.
The second damage gets applied from the superiority die roll. Are you talking like roll twice for the damage because it was a crit?
Yes.
I thought the extra 4 damage was from the crit.
The extra 4 is from the crit, but are you going to double your superiority dice because you critted?
I thought when you crit, you rolled your damage dice twice. Isn't that the way we've been doing it?
Well, I think this automatically adds it in, doesn't it? Because it has that, if it's a crit, add an extra 4. So it adds like the extra roll.
Yeah, but that extra roll is always really, really low. I don't think it's using the same formula.
You don't double your modifiers. You only get to roll the dice again.
Okay. I don't know. I'm obviously confused.
I don't know, I kind of don't like the character sheet because it does do the stuff for you. But I think that's right. I think what it rolled was... So what is the plus damage on your Warhammer?
6.
So I think it rolled a 4 and a 5. And then you get the plus 6. So like rolling 1d8, 4. And then the first one was a 5 if you look on the initial roll.
Okay.
Does my damage bonus get applied to the sweeping strike then? Oh, it's supposed to be a 1d8, not a 1d10. Darn it.
So he only takes 3, the second one does. Because it doesn't say it gets the bonus, right?
Not explicitly, no.
Because that was basically like a free sweep. So
Yeah.
yeah, because you still have a whole second attack. Alright, go and do your second attack now. Did you go for that one again?
Sure, why not?
Alright, he is bashed down for good. This guy actually runs back into the cave. Alright, Evan, all of a sudden your Warhammer starts glowing red hot.
Oh.
It burns your hands, taking 7 points of damage. If you want to keep holding it, then you need to make a constitution check.
Alright, then I'll drop it. Can't do that right now, or does it need to wait till my turn?
Yeah, that's fine. You can drop it now.
Alright.
This guy sees that and immediately tries to press an attack.
That's a hit.
Does 19 also hit?
Yep.
Take a total of 12. Alright, this guy realizes he is outclassed and he changes form into an incredibly large crocodile and he starts heading into the cave.
Which one turns into a crocodile?
Oh, the one that ran off screen?
No, this one right here that Scott nearly killed in one shot. Alright, Scott, your turn.
Am I still hidden?
This guy knows basically where you are. He'll find you this round. So you wouldn't have, like, sneak attack against him. Now,
But
if
I
you
would
just-
against. But I would have sneak attack against the other ones, right?
Against this guy, I mean, he knows to expect it at this point. This guy's got his back turned, but I think he's pretty far away. That'd be quite a shot. This guy is turned from you, so yeah, you would be able to get a sneak attack on him.
Yeah, well, he's within range of an ally, too, so I'd get it anyways. Alright, the big guy that just bashed my good dwarf companion, he's going to get a crossbow bolt.
And that's a hit.
$13. I'll put up my crossbow and draw my rapiers.
Sorry, I'm having some weird lag with Roll20.
I'm going to close it out and log back in because I'm having some issues with the character sheet.
Alright, does a 21 hit you, Scott?
Yes.
Alright, this guy hits you with a heavy club. For 4 points.
Okay, I'm going to use my uncanny dodge and take that down to 2.
Alright, Cathan.
The shaman that just ran back. I don't want him warning the others about us. Spiritual weapon. Basically, a mace morphs in from the sky
Alright. Attack.
Sorry, proficiency bonus, wisdom bonus. Had to figure it out.
But you didn't actually slash roll, you just typed it.
I realize that.
And that's a definite hit. And the mace comes out of the sky, basically flattening the crocodile completely, smashing his innards out. You can have a nice crocodile armor or something if you want.
Maybe later.
Alright, Thorin.
Alrighty, since I dropped my Warhammer, I will use my move action to draw my longsword, and then take a slice at the big guy.
And that's a hit.
And I presume he doesn't go down from that.
He did not go down now.
Then I will hack at him again.
Alright, he's been slashed pretty well, but he is not out. Alright, the 21 hits, correct?
On me, yeah.
Alright, he hits you with a dagger for 4 points of damage. Actually, he looks over and says, "You got this, elf?"
Um, yes, but stay near.
Alright, he's gonna fire at this guy with his arrow. A lot of good it did. His shot goes wide. He can neither hit nor be hit. Alright, the big guy in front of you makes 2 attacks, hits with neither. This shaman is going to walk over here, and then he begins casting a spell. Give me 1 second. Alright, centered on here, in a 100-foot radius, he begins making all the plant life in the area go crazy. The entire area is now going to be perilous to walk through. It actually takes 4 times the amount of movement to move 1 square now.
Alrighty.
Alright, Kieran, your turn.
Alright, the guy that is right in front of me is going to taste my rapiers.
Yeah, definitely hit, sorry.
$24 points.
Does a 17 hit you?
No, it does not.
Alright, he swings and misses both times. Kefan?
For now, I'm going to focus the spiritual weapon that's still around on this one so he doesn't run in and get extra help. The one I just pinged.
The one at the top?
Yep.
Yeah, he actually ran in last round. He had a whole round to move, but people already knew there was a battle going on. If you want, you can go hit that guy.
The weapon only moves 20 feet around. I can't catch him. I will, as my bonus action, go ahead and have it move 20 feet towards the shaman. And I'll take 1 step and try to smash this guy. Maybe I'll crush his foot in or something. Considering he's probably 7 feet tall and I'm maybe 3.
Alright, that's a hit.
Well, I stubbed his toe claw. Stupid weapon shrinkage.
Kicked him in the shin.
That's actually going to go ahead and take him down.
Really? You've got to be kidding me. One little. That's ridiculous. But I'll take it.
All right, forward.
So Jeremy, you hit him in his nerve area on his knee, caused a reflex action, and his toe claws came up and stabbed himself through the neck.
Come on, it wasn't a crit. He was just
More
More
like
like
he
a
broke a
broken
toe
toe.
and he fell and hit his head as he died.
Hey, what was the area of effect where the movement is in effect?
Anything you can see on here is going to be affected. It's 100 feet radius from where we were.
Okay.
It was right about where my ping went, was where he launched it from.
Yeah, basically the entire map is going to be affected.
Alrighty then. Well, then I'll take a swing at the guy next to me.
Hit. He is not yet dead.
I just realized I rolled the damage for the warhammer, but I'm actually using my longsword. It's the same damage though. All right, swing again at him.
And actually, if you look down, you'll notice that your warhammer is no longer glowing red hot.
Would I use my move action to pick it back up?
Yeah, you can do that. Basically, he looked over and saw this hammer coming at him, and he sort of lost concentration there.
Okay. Does that take out the guy?
No, he's still up, but he's significantly hurt.
Okay. Is that gonna cause an attack of opportunity if I pick it up?
No, it'll be fine.
Alright, I'll pick up the warhammer then.
You're not gaining a significant advantage or anything. Alright, neither of those are going to hit you.
Nope.
Your guide again can't hit anything.
Let's see how he likes trying to run around with lots of plants chasing him.
He realizes he may have made a significant mistake by not trying to run back inside. He starts moving that way now. As he goes by your hammer, he actually tries to strike it with one of his own weapons, and of course to no effect. Alright, Kieran?
Alright, I'm gonna slash the guy in front of me.
Alright, 2 hits.
$41.
And he'll definitely go down from that.
Okay, what was the movement restriction?
So basically, for every 1 foot you move, it basically takes 4 feet of movement. So
Oh,
basically
okay.
divide your movement by 4.
So I can move 1 square. Okay.
Alright, Catan?
Do I have control of the mace, or is it kind of a GM tool only?
Oh, you want to move it? Yeah, I can let you move it. There you go.
And I'm going to attack with it.
That is a hit. Alright, this encounter is going to drag on if we keep going like this. So here's what happens. We take this guy out next round. I'm going to say that with the slowness of him trying to get back into the cave, you guys are going to be able to shoot him with bows or hit him with this mace until he dies. So we'll call him defeated too.
Does the nasty plant thing end when he dies?
It does not. So the entire area is still covered in plant life. It's very difficult to move through. You guys take a minute to catch your breath. As you do, you realize that there's definite sounds inside of the lizard men gathering to make another attack, or at least set up a defense. So what do you guys want to do?
Charge!
Very slowly.
I could dispel this, but I'm not going to have much healing strength if I do.
So it looks like even at like full movement, it's going to take you guys over a minute to reach the entrance of the cave. So if you guys decide to go full charge, it will take a bit of time.
Up to you guys. I
I
can
can
dispel
dispel
this.
this.
I need to take a quick break. By the way, bro, how late can you play tonight?
I don't have to work tomorrow. I can play as late as you want.
Alright, I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go AFK for a minute too.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, Jeremy, are you still planning on coming down to Austin when I'm down there?
I was still thinking about it.
So I'll be down next week and then the week after. I forget what days you had off.
Well, this next coming week, I've got Sunday through Wednesday, and then I've got Monday through Thursday. I'd kind of made plans so that we could, spend time on Sunday together, on heading out after work on Saturday this week.
Well, I actually won't be there until late Sunday night. So I won't be there till like 11 p.m. Sunday. So what does the next week look like for you?
Next week I work. I work all after this week. I work all weekend, and I'm off Monday through Thursday, and then I work Friday through Monday after that. So. So would it be better to look at that week rather than
So you have 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th off?
Yep, then I work 19th through 22nd, and then I've got 23rd through 26th.
Well, I mean, it looks like it's basically going to be... Wait, you're off the 26th?
Yeah, it's my last day off before I go back to 27th through 2nd, I think. Remember, I got to drive back too.
So we could hang out the 23rd, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and then you could drive back on Thursday.
Yeah, I could do that.
That might be best. I guess it doesn't really matter either way. So if you have 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th off... Yeah, that actually only gives us 2 evenings to hang out. Since I won't get there till late Sunday.
Okay. I will plan on that then. Basically, heading out when I get off work on the 22nd and be there for the 23rd.
Well, you could do it either way, because I mean, I'm gonna have to work on Monday, so I won't be off till like 5ish. So you could either leave and do like the halfway thing in Dallas. Well, what time do you get off work?
I get off work at 7 p.m. I could actually go home and get a night's sleep, because you said it's, what, a 6-hour drive?
It's more like 8, honestly. I mean, it's supposed to be 6 or 6.5, like...
The traffic cleared up a little bit.
Oh, is the traffic better?
Yeah, they finished the construction around Waco.
Okay, well, it might be better. There was some bad construction, so it might be better now. I mean, you could potentially... I don't know. I mean, the thing is, if you get there early on Monday, I won't really be there.
Yeah, it will probably be best if I just go home, go to sleep, and head out that morning. And if I get there early, I can see Austin. I've never been there before.
I'm back.
Are you still around, Evan?
Do I?
I was checking to see if you were still around or if you left.
I think it was Scott stepped away.
Yeah, he's back. So there's some definite stirring inside this cave. You hear sounds of weapons and such. A lot of shouting inside.
If they're speaking Draconic, I understand what they're saying.
You basically hear them forming up into like a formation. There's a couple of guys yelling, and he's trying to get them all together. There doesn't seem to be a huge number of voices though. You get the impression that this isn't like a main settlement, because there's just a very few people inside.
They're forming their defenses. We might be able to get them to surrender Borsk.
If not, well, he's not going to rescue himself.
Say again.
The halfling thinks that he can get them to surrender Borsk.
You guys want to try and negotiate?
I leave that up to Nobleman Forum. It seems like he's the one that's in charge.
Well,
Last time I made the decisions, I got killed, and we all got into a lot of trouble.
couldn't make it any worse than we're in now. They already know we're here.
Alright, in Draconic, I shout it in my loudest voice. If you surrender Master Borsk, we will leave you in peace.
You hear some weird draconic laughing coming from inside.
So be it. By the gods, you've sealed your fate.
Well then, sounds like we'll have to fight our way through to him.
Pull out the dinnerware, boys. There's company coming for dinner.
I'm going to start with a loaded crossbow and see what we find when we go in there.
Does it sound like they're getting ready to come out, or are they organizing a defense inside the cave?
They're organizing defenses and laughing at our attempts at diplomacy.
Yeah, you don't hear them getting ready to leave or anything. It sounds like they're holding position from what you hear.
Think we could smoke them out?
Let's smoke them out, boys.
With Borsk inside?
Good point. Bad idea.
I think we should try to flank around the entrance so they can't, fire blindly out at us.
Do you know if this cave has any other entrances, Master Tracker?
It's a small cave, only one way in, one way out.
I think we're going to have to use the direct approach.
I like the direct approach.
Well then, let's hope Borsk is still alive.
Alright, to make this easy to start with, I pick up a pebble, I cast light on it, and I throw it as far into the cave as I can. As we move up to the lip, so that we'll be able to see what's shooting at us.
Alright, you can see into it probably 20 feet. You don't see any creatures within the first 20 feet so far. The cave slopes down slightly, so you can't really see past that.
Personally, I like the shield wall direct approach, slow and steady.
Can we see the roof of the cave? I mean, would it be possible that they could still have line of sight on us as we're approaching, at least from our vantage point?
What do you mean? Can you see the roof of the cave? You're trying to figure out if they'd be able to see you before you see them.
Right.
It looks like they'll be able to see you before you see them. Yes.
I don't like this. Feels like we're walking into a trap.
Speaking of traps, as we enter the cave, I am actively searching for traps.
You look around and there don't seem to be any traps. It doesn't look like they've fortified this at all. Go ahead and make a perception check. Everyone make a perception check. Why not?
Why?
Awesome one there.
It's ridiculous. I have expertise in this skill, and I roll a 1.
You have no idea what's going on. However, Forun can tell that this isn't actually like a fortified encampment. They just sort of showed up here haphazardly. Looking outside the cave, there's supplies that they've drugged with them that you would normally have inside of some sort of like someplace people would live. So it looks like they likely drug Borsk here, just slightly before you arrived, and they haven't had a chance to fortify it, trap it, etc.
I don't think we're gonna have much choice at this point.
Alright, as you go inside, they don't have any archers or anything. There's actually not very many of them left. They were sort of a small group. You guys are all on this page now, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to assume that that's your standard marching order, is the tough guys up front, bow guys in the back. These are the same type of lizard people you've seen before up front, the smaller ones, and then 4 of the larger ones. Behind them is a larger lizard folk carrying a trident. He looks like he's definitely like their commander. In the back, there's a black altar. Attached to that altar is Borsk. He's been tied down with chains. You can tell he's been like severely tortured. Standing next to him is a creature that I just showed to you. There's 2 of those. They basically are completely ignoring you. There's also a 3rd creature. The look of this creature keeps changing as you look at it. Sometimes it appears like a demon, like the other thing that you're seeing in front of you. Sometimes it changes to look like a lizard folk, sometimes almost like a human. It seems to be shifting in and out. If you look at it as if you were going to try and target it to attack it, it actually seems very difficult to figure out even what square it's in. It sort of floats back and forth without seeming to actually locomote itself. It too appears to be ignoring you and focusing on the altar. If you'd like to roll initiative, feel free.
There's my nat 20.
Wasted on an initiative check.